rising up. This one's for the queens who rise from the ashes. Healing scars and building castles, protecting peace, setting boundaries, walking in their power unapologetically. Welcome back to the Pinterest Board Mama podcast, where we're shifting ideas around prioritizing yourself in motherhood. This is where moms get to completely transform their health and show up as the mom they desire to be without the mom guilt. They become their Pinterest Board Mama selves. I'm your host, Amanda Rurick. All right, welcome back to another episode of the Pinterest Board Mama podcast. I am so excited to just talk to you about this topic today because I feel like so many women can relate to this at one point or another in their life. And it has been something that has come up over and over and over again in conversations that I've been having with other women. So I just felt like it deserved its own episode on the podcast, naturally. So let me start off by asking you this question. Have you ever, either this week, this past month, this last year, last decade, gone to your doctor and they told you all of your labs look quote unquote normal, and I'm using air quotes here for those that can't see me, but yet you still feel like absolute shit? You're still dealing with terrible cycles, acne, bloating, intense migraines, especially around your cycle, around your period. You're dealing with the inability to lose weight. You're struggling with aches and pains. You are struggling with exhaustion. Maybe you're dealing with a little bit of all of it. Maybe you're dealing with some anxiety that you just can't shake no matter what you do. Whatever it is, whatever symptom or symptoms you're dealing with, you go to your doctor, you're being told like, hey, everything on paper looks fine. I don't know what to do for you, essentially. Or here, you can try this prescription drug. It could probably, most likely, maybe not, we don't know, help you, right? Oh, by the way, there's all these other side effects to taking this drug, FYI. Or maybe not FYI, maybe they don't even discuss that with you. I don't know. And at the end of the day, you're still just struggling. And you start to wonder, okay, is this just how I'm supposed to live through life? Like, is this really how it's meant to be? Or maybe you're saying to yourself, like, no, I don't want to take a pill. I don't want to be on a prescription for months, years, or for forever. Who knows? Or I don't want to deal with these other adverse side effects. Like, no, thank you. And yet you still, like, there's something in your gut, there's something in your body saying there's something missing, right? Like, everything in my blood work looks fine, yet I'm still struggling. Like, there's something wrong with me. My body's broken. I'm doing all these right things. Like, what the heck is going on? And you just feel confused, dismissed, left without answers, trying to piece something together. Now you might be looking at alternative options. You may be Google searching, trying to figure out what the heck's going on. You may be hopping on to your Facebook mom group and saying, okay, this is what I'm dealing with. This is what my doctor told me. What did you do to fix the problem? And so those are all natural responses. As humans, we want answers. We don't obviously want to live in pain or deal with symptoms that feel like are holding us back. Like, we want to live a healthy, happy, fun, easy life. That's what we all want. So my next question to you then is, okay, has your doctor, or even better yet, the person giving you advice, maybe on a Facebook moms group, have they asked you at all anything about your lifestyle? Meaning, what are you eating? When are you eating? How are you eating? What types of foods are you including in your diet? Are you exercising? Awesome. How many times a week? What type of exercises are you doing? How are you sleeping? Are you actually falling asleep easily, or is it taking hours to fall asleep? Do you wake up through the middle of the night? Do you have any sleep routines? Do you have a morning routine? What does your workload look like on any given day, any given week, month? What are your relationships like? How's your marriage? If you're married, how's your marriage? If you have children, what's your relationship like with your children? Right? Like all of these things truly affect our health and we don't even realize it and it's not discussed enough and we're definitely not taught it. It is something that you go into your middle school or high school health class that you sit through for a semester and they talk to you about eating some ass backwards food pyramid and make sure you're, getting 120 minutes of exercise a week and drink water, right? And again, that stuff is super helpful. Don't get me wrong. Like, yes, there are some basics to human life, which is great, but it does not go into the nuance of how do you actually truly support your body, and especially as a female. Our body needs and requires so many different things than a man. And the biggest example I can give you is that a man's sex hormones, their cycle is 24 hours. So it, revamps every day. Okay. For a female, it's 28 days on average, right? So anywhere between 26 to 32, depending on where you're at with your cycle. But that's, what we want to see ideally. Okay, so our cycle is not the same as a man's. And when we are in that high school health class, that's really all they're teaching you is the very, very, very basics of health. And it's pretty much tailored to a man's lifestyle, right? And again, that's important and great because we want to support our husbands, our spouses, our partners, our sons, all of that great stuff. But it doesn't teach us anything about our own health as women, as moms, as business owners, anything like that. So I really wanted to bring this forward because I want to encourage you to get curious. Get curious about your symptoms and get curious when someone tells you, okay, this is normal, or hey, this is what I would do, or just gives you blanket advice or gives you a blanket prescription to mask a symptom. Like, why can't we push back and ask questions and say, well, okay, yeah, but what about, or what about this? How is this affecting my health? Like, this is how I'm eating. This is how I'm sleeping. Wouldn't this be affecting XYZ symptom? I really want us to start getting curious and start pulling away from this fear and start pulling away from this, oh, well, that's just what my doctor said, so they must be right. Like, all right, that's just what I'm going to do. I'm either going to take this prescription or I'm just going to go home and continue to suffer. Like, everything looks good. It must just be, well, my body just must be the way it is. I must just be getting older. It must have been just because I had kids. It must just be because I work a ton. Whatever bullshit excuse you want to throw out there and just, move on with life with. I really want to give you the empowerment and the courage to stop and ask questions and start demanding better for yourself. Because here's one thing that I can guarantee you, does not matter what symptom or group of symptoms you are dealing with or struggling with, until you are willing to do that, to get curious, to start asking questions, to not just accept a doctor's answer as, well, my labs are normal, you are going to continue to struggle. Even if you take that prescription drug, great. It may help you for a little bit, but the symptoms are still going to be there. They're going to creep back in. Oh, then you're going to have to raise your dose. Okay. Your symptoms are still going to be there. They're still going to come back. It's not going to address the root cause of what's actually going on, right? So let's stop accepting answers just because. Let's stop accepting my labs are normal, so the way I'm feeling must just be my body being broken or weird or whatever. Like, that's not a reason. That's not an excuse. And we as women, we deserve better than that. We deserve better care than that. We deserve better for our health than that. We don't deserve to struggle. And again, your symptoms aren't there to make you struggle. They aren't there just for the hell of it and just come out of the blue, right? It's communication. So that's why I really want to encourage you to get curious, start asking questions, start taking a pause and really using your discernment. Start really trying to piece things together. Like, if something doesn't make sense, it's because it doesn't make sense. If you have a gut feeling in your body, listen to that. Okay. Raise your hand, ask the questions. And if you have a question, slide into my DMs. Find me on Instagram. I am always available to answer questions. There's no dumb question. But regardless, whatever path you choose, I just encourage you to be open, question the system, question what's actually going on, because I promise you there is always more underneath that story. There's always more going on underneath it all than maybe you even know or realize. And that's what I want to help you get to the bottom of, because you don't deserve to suffer in silence and be told that your labs are normal and just sent on your way home. That's not living. Okay, that's not true health. That's not what we want for our women, for our moms. You would not want that for your kids. You would not want that for your best friend or your mother or anybody else. So let's stop allowing that to be our standard of care for ourselves and raise that bar. Raise the bar to where you actually get real answers and actually learn how to support your body in the way that it deserves to be supported. Because I promise you, the BS that you were told in your high school health class is not the answer. Okay? It's just not. There's more to it than that. And there's so much more that you can do to support yourself. And it doesn't cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. And it's not completely overhauling your entire life, like some people may make you think. So my ending message to you is, please, for the love of all good things, ask questions, use your discernment, listen to that gut feeling, and just know that your symptoms are your body begging you to listen and not just cover it up and not just take, well, everything's quote unquote normal. Okay. And with that, I send you so much love. I send you so much compassion. And again, if you have any questions, or you are just curious, or you would love guidance, or just you don't even know where to start, please reach out to me. I am happy to help guide you to discuss anything that's on your mind, because again, I truly believe that every single woman deserves the best when it comes to her health. That way she can show up her best in her career, in her business, for her kids, for her spouse, for her life, because we only get one. All right. With that, I will see you next time.